Whew. All right. Y'all need to come on in here. Come on in. Hey, how you doing? Come on in. I heard it's going down outside. Y'all need to come on in here. Hey, how you doing? Whew. I heard it's going down outside, Chad. It's a lot going on. All right. I came in here to make sure that y'all good. Can y'all hear me good? Can you hear me good? Can you hear me now? I'm doing well and fine. I came here to check on y'all because it's a lot going on. Juju sent me a thing. I didn't even know that it was a mass something going on in Texas. Juju sent me something, told me about it. So I was like, ugh, can it wait till tomorrow? Can it wait till tomorrow? You been here since 2018? Thank you. Can it wait till tomorrow? So I just sat in that chair and I sat in that chair. Like, nope, it can't wait till tomorrow. Go check on your people, chat. I put a post on Instagram checking on folks. I know a lot of y'all outside. A lot of y'all got stuff going on in your life. Y'all got a lot going on. I need to turn the ceiling fan on. Hold on. Y'all got a lot going on outside, and I just need y'all to, I need to check on my people, make sure that y'all straight, because we got housemates and we got lighthouses. We got housemates that are lighthouses, right? Okay? Everybody do their thing, play their part. It's a lot going on outside, especially after dark. All right. If something tells you to, yeah, I'm gonna skip this one, especially for my extroverts that are in the building, especially for my extroverts. I need y'all to calm down. If you have an introvert friend that is trying to lend you a little advice, I suggest that, you want to take all advice with a grain of salt, but overall you need to, get in tune with your star player so you'll know what it is. Like, is this something I really need to pay attention to or not? Right? Even that goes with me and what I'm telling y'all today, because I'm going to run through the signs. I think I'm going to do one card per sign. Let me go ahead and write down the signs, because I should have did that. I wasn't planning on getting on here today. I was going to wait till tomorrow. But something said, come on in here with your people today. And so here I am, doing what I'm told. All right. I ain't even set up my humidifier because I haven't been coughing. Okay. Shouldn't have said nothing. Haven't been coughing or anything like that. So I should have set that up. But let me get a piece of paper. Hey, honey. This your first time? Well, okay, welcome. All right. No, that moon kicked off the yesterday. Is still around. It's been around for a minute. All right. I pray that many of you have really grounded yourself overall, regardless of whatever you do for the moon, right? Everyone doesn't do stuff for the moon, but if you do stuff for the moon, right, I would hope that you are grounded in who you are, where you are, whose you are, prior to any type of doings. Okay. All right. So we are in Taurus season. So Taurus will be first. And then I'm just going to start writing as I'm just, just going to write the rest of them out. All right. I remember there was a time when I used to have to look up when I was doing the signs, because I really ain't designed to do signs, right? And when I started and I had to do the sign, I used to have to go look up the signs a lot, because it's like I wasn't into it like that. Oh, where am I? Okay. I do indie reads on Patreon in the foyer. They get 3 indies, 1 love, 2 general, and then I just did an energy update for everybody yesterday. So the seller and the seller in the foyer gets all of that, but the foyer overall just gets the indie reads. But the seller gets all of that plus they get homework. All right, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's missing? Cancer, Pisces. Oh, Scorpio is missing. All right. What's today? The 6th. Yeah. I was planning on coming out here tomorrow, okay? I was just, because I don't even know if I have enough battery. Hopefully I do. So we're going to go ahead and get it started. I don't know if people think that certain things are a compliment. Ooh. All right. Hey, honey, how you doing? How are you doing? I can't really see good. Hopefully, I think my thing is dimmed a little bit. It's 158 of y'all. Can y'all please like the video so that we can get started? We are getting started with Taurus. Whether you have Taurus in your chart or not, I would suggest personally that you listen to all the reads. But of course, some of you have what you got going on, what you are going through in your own personal beliefs. So of course, we will allow you to do you. We don't force our beliefs or opinions on people. All right. None of my moderators are in here. Good morning. Where you from? Let's get a roll call. She in Sweden. Let's get this roll call popping. I need it's 161 of y'all. Can y'all please like the video? I would really appreciate it. Because some of y'all ain't going to be in here all night. I already know. Y'all not going to be in here for the full live. Y'all going to come back tomorrow once it hits the channel. So please go ahead and like the video so that we can get started. But overall, let's do the roll call while we are waiting for the likes. We at 100. All right. Arlington, Texas. Or okay. San Diego. Dallas. Delaware. Chattanooga. San Francisco. Okay. Warner Robins, Georgia. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Virginia, Georgia, Shreveport. Now, originally from Shreveport. Okay. I couldn't read it that fast. Plano, Texas. Arlington, ATL, Connecticut, North Carolina, California, St. Louis. Come on, somebody. Oakland. It's moving fast. Orlando. Oh, I can't wait to go back. I think that's probably going to be where I'm going to go. I'm just saying. Chicago, Pennsylvania, London is in the building. Philadelphia, okay. Texas, okay. Denver. All right, Chicago, how y'all thugging? Ohio, Alabama, okay. Euclid, where is that at, okay? Ohio, Arizona, H-Town, Florida, Los Angeles, Kansas City, Missouri, honey. All right, y'all moving, ain't it? New Jersey, okay. Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, Melbourne, DC. Okay. Lake Charles, okay. Orlando, hell no. Don't do that. Orlando is fun. Houston, hey. All right. Can y'all please like the video? I appreciate it. Brooklyn is in the building. All right. Vancouver, Chicago, Charlotte. All right. You leaving is crazy in Orlando? What be happening? As a tourist, you don't get to see all that. You just go to the spots that are protected. What's happening in Naptown, Ohio? What's happening in Florida? South Side, South Carolina. All right. Bay Area, San Jose, California. Come on with it, somebody. Pennsylvania. Yes, thank you. Like. Please and thank you. Mount Zion in the house. North Carolina. It's a lot of Carolinas up in here. Okay. I know y'all down there on them army bases, baby. Send me one. Houston, Stone Mountain, Georgia. Somebody went off on me in the comments on a video the other day. I gotta start taking stuff more serious, y'all, because you know you can't take the internet serious. You can't. It is the internet. It is a virtual reality. Okay, you don't want to get too caught up in the internet, right? But I asked somebody why did they say something on a video, and they went off on me. All I asked was why did they say what they said. And they were like, maybe your mama didn't teach you. What my mama got mad and say, what my mama got to do with this? What my mama got to do with this, man? You need to calm down, man. People be going off on it. I ain't asking nobody else why. You hear me? I will, Yoki. Thank you. I love you, baby. Just for you saying keep laughing. Thank you. You know the vibes, right? But they wake up, man. They got a chip on their shoulder. Okay, they gonna have to go way up there to figure that out. Okay, I just laughed and hard that they come in. I said, LOL. Okay, they went off on me and my mama, bitch. Oh man. Whew. Like, man, people are in the hell. Like, that is crazy. And like, you know, we discussed this before, right? And I don't know. Some of y'all need to go look at my Instagram lives that I did last week because there was some really good information in there. We talked about some really good things. There go my Lux Empath Ambassador, Charlisa. Thank you for joining us. I was wondering who was going to come help the kid out. And who helped the kid out? It's P the kid. Okay, Charlisa the kid came to help me out. That is my spiritual daughter, and she deserves all of the respect because she is really on her path. I really respect people who are on their path, living their life, okay? I don't take them serious. Man, look, after all I've been through with being bashed and all that anyway, you know what I'm saying? It either going to give you some tough skin or it's going to make you a weak motherfucker where you take everything personal and you're not standing on your 10 and what you came here to do. But that shit was so damn funny. I ain't gonna even hold you. I was not expecting it. I thought, you know, I thought the person was gonna, you know, explain what, like, why are you saying that? I was just asking, right? I'm not gonna ask none of this. Maybe I'm too nosy or something. Maybe that was my sign of, you know what, you need to just stop asking people stuff. Leave folks the fuck alone, okay? And it goes back to stop expecting a you out of everybody. Woo! Ooh, okay. Now you got me excited. I will. Okay. But it's important. And so that goes back into what we've always talked about here is, you know, do your best. This is what I will say because no 2 days are the same. Do your best to be light as a feather. All right? Live, laugh, love, enjoy, and just be light as a feather. Haven't you been through enough? Haven't you gone through enough? Haven't you had to face so many challenges that you can't even explain when you try to write it down? You go back into that vortex of whatever the fuck it was, right? And then you have to, you know, cleanse and do certain things to pull you out of that energy because you may not be ready to discuss those things right now. So at the end of the day, you're going to have to be as light as a feather. Think light. Speak light, right? Think light, speak light. You know what I'm saying? Move light. You know what I'm saying? Because we are only as progressed as the quality, the quality of our thoughts shows our progression. The quality of the way that we think and the way that we speak and the way that we do certain things and allow things to affect us. Because emotional intelligence, let me tell y'all something right now. I try not to be hard on y'all because, you know, but I can't help it. Can't help it. It's important that you check your emotions on a regular basis. It's important that you do not respond or react out of emotion. Try your best not to. It's not always easy because sometimes you be going through so much and then here comes somebody, out of nowhere. They don't know what you got going on, but here they come trying to bump heads with you, trying to be even more of a distraction, be even more of a distortion, be even more of a disrespectful motherfucker. Check yourself. All right. You rule over you. Right. So the way that you rule over you, what you have to ask yourself or tell yourself, what laws govern you? What are the laws that govern you? What are your principles? What are your limits? And maybe you need to redefine those, right? Maybe you need to reinvent yourself or whatever this is, right? But whatever you do, check your emotions because the outside is very emotional. Outside, when I tell you all, and I've told you all before, keeping people in a cycle what plays a huge part is the level of graduation. If you've only graduated to a certain level of the game, spiritually, mentally, physically as well, even though gravity takes over on the physical side. What? But if you remain in a certain emotional space, and that means that you are holding on to bitterness, you are holding on to how wrong people did you, how you fucked up yourself, and blaming other people for where you are and all of that right there, what happens is you stay in a cycle. Because if you have been blaming somebody, you're going to continue to look for somebody to blame. It is their fault. It is like how often when you point one finger, three point back at you. So, we have to be mindful of certain things. The way that this stuff plays on our emotions, that's why you have it where elections coming up or what have you, right? We've already been seeing the same cycle year after year, even before these major things that are happening, things that we are being distracted from seeing or knowing or what have you. If you the key is emotional intelligence. The key also is connecting to your star player, what they don't want you to do. If you do not connect to your star player, if you become too involved with what is here on the ground floor, you will not be able to elevate. Ground floor, elevate, right? You stand on the LL, the lower level, in the lobby. Okay. So in order for you not to be in the lobby and go ahead and sightsee on all of the floors, you're going to have to be very mindful of what you are allowing yourself to be pulled into when it comes to these cycles, these certain cycles and rhythms that they put a lot of the collective in. Just be mindful. I'm just saying, your emotions are important and can be used. And y'all know that. Stop acting like it ain't happening. Stop acting like this ain't what's going on. This ain't what's been happening. Stop pissing me off. All right. I ain't come on here to act up with y'all, but I do deep in my spirit. I just need y'all to know that just that one thing. I'm not asking for a lot. They not asking for a lot. They need for you to constantly be on your path to where you are not allowing things to take you under. Because it's so easy to be taken under. Then how you going to get up if you don't even know exactly? If you can't pinpoint what took you under, how can you know how to get up? Research and involve yourself in things that have to do with you elevating. Research and look into things. Where you are led is where you are fit. Come on now. Because I don't have a lot of time. I don't think, because I can't even see my battery. We got 232 people. Can y'all please like the video? We about to get started. We are starting with the sign of Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. All right. Let all of the housemates in the building. Okay, Carmen, I believe that's your name. Let me see. Sheeta joined us as well. Thank you, Sheeta. But y'all need to not get caught up in the vortex all over again. And here's the thing about it. So, real quick, all right? Everybody got their position to play. I gave we talked about a little of this. I'm not gonna go too much deep into it because we've discussed this over and over, but I do know that repetition breeds habit as well, but it's on you if you're going to do the work or not. All right. I'm just a vessel. I just came here to do my thing or what have you. All right. And eat trail mix apparently. All right. So saw a video earlier. I don't think we discussed this, but I saw a video earlier where a mother went to fight for her daughter, on behalf of her daughter, to fight another teenager. Then I saw where a bus driver. All right, because I'm into people and things, and how to help people help themselves and educate them on certain ways. Because at the end of the day, it's all spiritual to me. But saw where the bus driver said, "Call your mama," and the child was very disrespectful. The child called the mama, and the mama came and put pause on the bus driver. All right. So what's crazy is about 2 weeks ago, I was in the corner store when I was on them barbacoa tacos. I don't even want them now. That is just like, ew, right? I was killing them motherfuckers for about a week and a half. I ain't gonna even hold you. I was killing them barbacoa tacos. So this lady was in there, I don't know why she just started talking about it or whatever, and she was like, it's crazy out here now. These parents out here fighting kids for their kids. They fighting with their kids and all this. And I was like, what? Because I remember seeing the beginning of that when my children were in elementary. But since I don't have children and I'm not involved in a school right now, I don't know all of what is going on. I knew what it was going into, so I knew she wasn't lying. But then this came across my desk, and I was like, oh, shit, this shit is real out here. Teachers already quitting. Then bus drivers fed up. I had made a comment on a post because I really do believe, because it helped us. When the bus drivers need chaperones, and parents, like when I said that bus drivers need chaperones, I'm assuming that people were like, how are teachers gonna be chaperones? Like people, I'm thinking that people will use their critical thinking, but apparently not. So I was like, the parents, that's what used to go on back in our day. The parents take turns. The parents take turns sitting on that bus. And when them kids see that the bus driver ain't on there by themselves, and somebody on there that's gonna check that shit, write their name down, a lot of kids don't want you calling their mama. In this day and age, I don't know how they doing it now. But chaperones are important for school buses, all right? Some of these communities that have where these parents are, like some of, I really believe that some people ain't got no real friends around them. Because if you have real friends around you, they're going to tell you like, girl, you need to check your child. Because that little child was cussing that bus driver the fuck out. Do you hear me? That child was cussing that bus driver out something terrible. All right? And so like my kids, right? When I get a call on one of them children, I'm finna say something bad, motherfuckers. I still said it. But when I used to get a call on one of them, because you just got to know your seed as well. But you also have to know that you want better for your seed. But better is determined upon how they handle situations that are outside of your control. So a lot of parents need to pull back, because y'all need to know that don't let society tell you that, oh, it's your fault, this and that and this and that and that and this, right? So, because it takes a village. And that goes back to like whoever that lady is. Maybe she ain't got no real friends, because your friends gonna tell you like, girl, that ain't like, why would you like, I ain't pulling up with you to go check the bus driver. And I know because when you hang with people, you know they kids bad. You know that like, you believe in this motherfucker. Now you need to go up here and get the truth and figure something out. Because, okay, Junior, okay, whether it's a girl or a boy, kind of disrespectful. That child was disrespectful as hell on that bus. Now the mama getting a charge and the bus driver getting a charge, because she was going back and forth. And they were there were teachers in the comments saying, if I'm a teacher and I would never go back and forth with a child. I don't think some people understand that some of these kids can say and do stuff, because these kids are very intuitive, but they also are very entitled. Some of them think that they are more adult than adults. They don't respect authority, which is going to be a problem. So that's, the teacher was like, I would never. And I'm like, some teachers, it just, the bus driver too. She was saying that the bus driver should have went back and forth with the child. Number one, that child needs to know not to even be talking to that woman like that too, though. It's three ways to look at it. Of course, you're not supposed to be going back and forth with an adult. An adult should play their position and be a bit better model. But at the end of the day, I ain't never had no bus driver that was like, our bus driver's gonna let your ass have it. Driving a bus is a different level of the game, just like driving trucks. Truck drivers even talk different. Some people be like you can't go with a city bus driver, say that a city bus driver has the same etiquette as a truck driver. They do not. The parents think the kids are above discipline and being an actual kid. Yeah. And then they be on the news mad and acting up and stuff like that. Oh, my child was this and that. And they was, now, come on, tell us the truth. Because don't let it be mine. If it was mine back then, I'd have been like, shit. Look, I did the best I could. And, you know, I'm not making no excuse or nothing like that, but I ain't finna sit up here and lie either. You know, you got these motherfuckers at the house. You know what your child does. You know how your child is. And to sit up here and act like they don't do this and they don't do that, child, please, I wish I would have, didn't. I need to, when they call me, I go up there, I'll be like, okay, I tell my child, it's best you tell me the truth because I can't help you out of lie. They tell me the truth. And sometimes the truth be harsh as a motherfucker. And then you go up here and hear the adult side, and you go up there as an adult, okay? And I learned that from my mom. She'll come up there and start your archie, okay, with a button down on or something. She gonna be flying the motherfucking teachers thinking, I can't believe you got, your mom is like this and you bad. Well, they be like, you got a good mama, you sit up here acting up. Don't want to be up here. All right? But when it came to my kids, we gonna go sit up here and see what the truth is. I'm gonna get their story. I already got their story. Let me get y'all's story, how this go, and we gonna work this out. I'm not gonna be, no, because these people have your children more than you have your children Monday through Friday. Why would you disrespect them or go up against them? Make some type of meeting ground. That's why PTA meetings are important. That's why it's important to go to games. Some of them, when I used to go to games, you barely see parents. You barely see parents of kids at games. When I would go to PTA meetings, it wouldn't be as packed as it used to be. Like the older my kids got, the less the people, parents came to PTA meetings. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I got to do this and I got to do that. You got to make time. When I would go up there and eat, because y'all know I likes to eat. I go up there and eat with my kids or whatever. You barely see parents up there. You barely see parents in the hall. They be so mad that they got called to the school because they child up here acting up. Your child, you're not present, so your child gonna, you know, even though kids still act up whether you present or not. Okay, I went through that part. They still gonna act up whether you present or not, but still, it still creates some type of camaraderie with you and other authority figures, right? So that's why it's important that, you know, we move, you know, remember that space. Because I don't know how y'all gonna do it now. That's why I'm going back outside to figure it out. Because I don't know how y'all gonna do it now. You have everybody, you know, feeling as though they don't want nobody telling their kids. But why don't you homeschool your children? You don't want nobody saying nothing to your children. You don't want nobody to press your child to do what it is that they need to, right? Like, you got to, Sparkle. Okay, that's how I feel. I raised my son. Well, I guess I'm not free. You know, you think that you're free, and then it's like, no, you know, you got to step out here and talk to some of these people. Because oftentimes, you know, and that's the other part of it too, because a lot of times the adults need to be raised a little more. And I know that people are like the people in my age bracket and younger, because a lot of the parents are closer in age to their children, right? But that still does not negate from the fact of doing the right thing or wanting the right thing to occur, even if you don't have, like, that's why it's important for relationships and important for fathers to be around as well, or some type of male role models, right? Football, basketball, kung fu, like whatever you put them in, you know, with a positive role model. But you need to also be present with that type of stuff too, because in this day and age, you don't know who a predator and who is not. Whew. All right, so we're gonna pull one card for each sign, y'all, because y'all know here lately I've been just needing to talk to y'all. Can I talk to you for a second? I know that we've been doing a lot of talking daily, Monday through Friday, mostly on Instagram. We're going back to Facebook again. There was a whole to do about technical issues, but we will have Facebook back up and running as well. I still do drop some of those little jobbers over here. All right. But I just, you know, it's so much information. That's why I want y'all to go back to some of the older videos as well, so that y'all can get a lot of the information, because it does make sense in today. It still makes sense, right? These are I came in the game doing individual reads or what have you, but overall, I feel as though there's always some type of game in each of those videos for everybody, not just that one sign. Because if you think about it, you're dealing with yourself and you're dealing with other people as well, right? And even if you want to go by their sign or what have you, you don't know what space they're in. Are they in their Jupiter period? Are they in their Saturn period? Are they in, you know what I'm saying? Are you in your Jupiter period? Are you in your Saturn? Like what, so just listen, go listen. All right. So since we're doing the surrender cards, one surrender card for each one. We're doing a surrender card for each one, okay? And so with the surrender, just has to do with all of this intense energy that may be going on and something that you may need to, focus on and figure out what it is that is going on, right? All right. Good sense is missing in so many adults, and the children learn by example, not words. That's true. And you know what's so crazy about that? Who is this? Grace. What's so crazy about that is you don't know till you know, right? And oftentimes as parents, right? Because we discussed that. You don't know till you know, and you try to be better than you try to find ways to be better than how you were raised and be a better parent and all of that, and still there are mistakes that are made. That's just what that is. It happens, right? There's no perfect way to parent. But when it comes to the good sense part, oftentimes a lot of people still be going through postpartum depression, and I'm talking about for years, untreated. You have people who are giving birth and they have a huge awakening while they are pregnant, and with maternal, not maternal, but not prenatal, just pregnancy awakening can be heavy. And if you do not have the right support system around you, it can take years for you to come out of that, and you be in a fucked up cycle. You don't know if you're coming or going, because being pregnant really does change the dynamic of who you are, how you are, why you are, where you are. It's just not hormonal. Anything that changes us, we have to shift, right? A lot of times it comes out in the body and people have to shift in a certain way. They feel like if, they exercise and do certain things, but overall the spiritual repercussions of having a baby and the certain types of babies, like it's a lot that goes into that. But if you go back to the basics, of course, everybody ain't ready to have children, but who's to say if they ready or not, right? It's very important, especially for the young woes. It's so important for those of us who are older than the young woes to really gang them up when it comes to knowing that, this is a good time, knowing how to prepare for, pregnancy or having a child. That's so important. There needs to be some meetups or something like that. I don't know, to prepare people, or even if they have one child already, right? One child or no children. Because you got to game them up early. Like some people, it's not lost hope, but it's just that, they so far in who they are and they so caught up in their ways. It's going to take a lot for them to realize how they need to look at themselves or look at the situation differently, or learn something new, or join some community program. Because we used to have community programs. Like I went to pregnant school. They gained me up for being even pregnant and what to look out for after having a baby. I don't even know if those are still around here. You know what I'm saying? I went to business school, a vocational school, to get my GED while I was pregnant, after I went to the pregnancy school. And it's like, are these things still available? I'm pretty sure they are, but is the government funding there for them? And what all can they teach? And are they paying the people enough that are stepping up to teach certain things, right? Because a lady even told, I used to have a beeper. And when I was pregnant, I kept my beeper right here. It be the smallest things that people can teach you that have a lot to do with your growth and the way that you do things, and also to help protect you and your child. She said you need to take that beeper out of her. That's radiation. Right? So it's like some people don't want to learn. Some people caught up in, I'm from the hood. I done been around a lot of different types of people, but I am from the hood. And when I would try to tell people certain stuff, they don't be wanting to hear that. And they be looking at me like, bitch, what you think you know, bitch? And the thing is, it's hard for them to receive from somebody that they feel is right there with them, or they feel as though like, how you trying to do something different and you right here with us? Like, okay, that's why. Right? So oftentimes they don't want to hear nothing different. They don't want to learn nothing new. They don't want to see things in a different type of way. And it's hard to tell people about their children, but they need like adult, I was about to say adult daycare, but they do need something in place, you know, to give them parenting education, something that they got to name it something else. You can't just say it like that, but it's going to have to be something to do with raising children in this environment. I don't know what you would call it. I'm pretty sure they got stuff out here, right? I don't feel like I'm coming off the dome. I feel like it's already out here. But also, like, it needs to be something to it. Like, I think the workforce may have some stuff like that, or like, I don't know if that's a resource that the counselors at the schools have. Do they even still have counselors at the schools? They no longer available in your city either. Cameras can be there. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. But are not present. There you have to work with your self-awareness, right? My mother used to say, this is my first time being a parent. Being a parent. My first time having you. We in this together. For real, Chantel. Had my awakening with my pregnancy with my son 19 years ago. I was talking to the flowers and everything. I have 3 adult children, 2 years apart. I wish I had been more ascended when they were young. Everything, Miss Patty, everything happened when it's supposed to. I wish I could read all of y'all comments. Everything happens when it's supposed to. And of course, if we if we knew then what we know now, bitch, we probably could have helped the ones that, you know, are going through whatever it is that they are going through. We would have been more of a help to them than, but not really, right? Because if we wouldn't even know half the stuff we know, we didn't go through things the way that we did, right? That's why they always say the youth is wasted on, what they used to say, the youth is wasted on the young, because when the older you get, or the more mature that you become in your stance and what you came here to do, and how you pay attention to things and what have you, if you were younger, you know that you would be more full of life and this, that, and the other. No, ain't no excuse. You still full of life. You still got life in you. You still got breath in your body. You still got, you know, the ability to move, groove, and make things happen, right? So, all right, we had to go through it the way that we did, right? It made us better. It made us stronger. It made us who we are. But it also made a way, because I'm pretty sure there are, because some of the young girls that I've come across, they'll be out, they'll be there. They right there. I'm telling you. They right there. They'll be right there. Right? I'm talking about in close proximity to me. Not nobody from online. So nobody won't be feeling like I'm talking about them. They'll be right there. This is their first child. This is, you know, they going through this, that, and the other. They the perfect mama. They going through all of the, not perfect, but you know what I mean. But they're a good mother, and they go into all of the appointments, and they not allowing this to happen. They stop going out, or they make it where certain days they only go out. Like, they really got it together. And guess what happens? They start fucking with a motherfucker that ain't in alignment with them. End up pregnant with another child by somebody else. This is America. End up pregnant with another child by somebody else. You know, end up, you know, changing, forgetting. That goes back to the emotional part of things, right? Because a lot of what we know, we had to learn, and they have to learn too. But it's like, I wish that they would listen more, right? Because even with the younger, like when I was younger, you're not about to sell nothing at my house. I don't sell nothing at my house. You not selling nothing at my house. I got kids. That's just going to be a no, right? We see so much growing up that we know that what we don't want, or what we don't want to partake in, or what we know may be fucked up, right? So no, you're not about to sell nothing. But some of these Some of these young girls be taking cases. Some of these girls worse than the boys, okay? But some of these young girls be taking cases for people. Some of these young girls be letting folks, open up shop in their house. It's a lot. And it's like, that's going to be a no. I would never. I done had people stop selling and like, this going to be it. I'm going to go on ahead and leave this alone because I know I can't be with you if I'm doing this, that, and the other. All right, come on, we'll get you a regular 9 to 5. I ain't even tripped out. And that's what the person did. They went and got a regular 9 to 5. The girls get, caught up. And it be like on that second child, things go downhill. It either make them or break them. And so it's a cycle that, you see amongst the young girls. And it's like they don't want to listen because they will listen when it comes, like you don't ask them, if you ask them, like I know some people say how to be a woman or how to be, certain things, right? And a lot of it is already in you, but like if somebody want to teach you something or tell you, like help you with your principles, not who you supposed to be for your man, because at the end of the day, your man, women listen more to their man than they do anybody else. You got people who, beat up their mama. Them teenage girls, something else. You got people who beat up their mama for their man early on. And it's foretelling of how they're going to react or how they're going to do things later on for their man. Okay? Ain't it a show called For Their Man? I love you too. Yeah, Nina, it's the experience where we really learn. And it builds character. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, my parents didn't show love or speak love. I swore I would never treat my children the way I was treated. It wasn't easy, but we learned together already. It is one. It's called, okay, For My Man. Oh, yeah, I did watch something. Wait a minute. For My Man is about the women that do all that crazy stuff, ain't it? For Their Man. No, we got more than 41 likes. I don't know what you seeing, but no, we're not going to claim that, babe. We got 297 likes. For My Man. Emotions. Who was that? Somebody said something about why people, like in countries where it's not a lot going on, why do they get pregnant? Why is there so many children? And it's because sex is a power source. Sex, if people ain't got nothing else to do, one thing they're going to do is do some that, okay? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's wild outside. We got 311. Okay, what? They be like, I'll go to jail for my man. Post. Yeah, they'll do all that. Like, no, because if you go to jail, the judge broke us up. I'm trying to figure it out. Because you must be, you willing to lose me, so you don't care about me. You willing to lose me? Somebody got mad at me one time. This dude, right, that I was messing with, right? I was just messing with him. And so, we were discussing something. People, a lot of stuff come out just in discussion, right? Them late night discussions. And we were discussing, something about somebody going to jail or whatever. And I was like, well, did he even leave her stuff? Because if somebody go to jail, they supposed to be able to leave you work to do, right? They gonna have you doing certain stuff. They gonna have money in certain places. Like they gonna have stuff going on. They already know, they future thinking, right? So if they get caught up or whatever, they already got plans on how things will run if something happened to them, right? And so I was telling the person, I was like, did the girl still there with him? And the dude was like, yeah, she holding him down. I was like, what? I was like, well, did he leave her some money? Did he leave her like things to handle? Did he leave her okay? You know what I'm saying? Was he, because that's what men do. That's what I learned growing up. I don't know what they do now. Don't get me the line. But the way I grew up seeing stuff, the men, if something happened, they gonna already be prepared for what may possibly happen if they roll out of here, or if they have to go do some time. They already gonna have things where it's still gonna be running and everything gonna still be going. They're gonna go talk to Charles over there. Charles gonna have you go do this and woo woo woo. And it may not even be nothing, out of bounds, right? Nothing illegal or nothing like that. But they leave stuff. They take care of, hold on. They take care of you. They gonna make sure that everything's still running and everything like that. Even like in marriage, when somebody, you know, they know they ain't got a lot of time, or if they already be planning stuff, they are planner, they got everything together. They're gonna have things in a way, right, where you are taken care of even after they are gone. That's how much they love you, and that's how much they care for you, whether you're a man or a woman. That's how much your spouse loves you and care for you, that they're going to make sure that no matter what, you are still taken care of, right? And that goes back to that beautiful thing where that woman's husband was, he knew he may not make it to their anniversary. I think it was anniversary or her birthday, one of them. So he pre-planned some flowers to be delivered to her because he rolled out like a month before, right? It's kind of similar to that, but they really take care of their spouse after they are gone, right? Woman or man. But like, I don't understand. I'm not, the judge broke us up. I'm trying to figure it out. And the dude got mad at me because I was like, if he didn't leave her no place to run and he just, like, was he taking care of her before he went in there? You know what I'm saying? I need to hear the whole story. Was he really on his 10, taking care of her and doing what he's supposed to before he got, you know, jammed? Because you expecting the most from me. Okay? Like, no. If you get caught up, that's going to be on you. Now, if something happened before me, that's before me. Let's look at that shit. But if it happened while we together, baby, it's going to be, what is going on? Okay? So, I just be wanting young girls to realize that. They be trying to be too down for people that wouldn't be down for them like that. A lot of men are not going to hold you down like that. I don't know who y'all think y'all are. Grandma and Papoose about the only ones that made history with that. Okay? Hey, honey. I received that love and gratitude. Yeah, from your daddy named Charles. Like, what? Honey. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I keep on saying we about to get into it. I ain't checked my battery. Amanda, they better learn. Because no matter what you try to tell them, they be wanting to hold somebody down. They make me feel so good. They make me this and that. I'm like, shit. Are they making the bills? I mean, you know, and when I say that, that ain't the only thing that you want a spouse for, because a lot of the thing about it is a lot of people are so emotionally corded with people that they can't see, you know, they right from their left, they up from their down. They so caught up and involved with the person on a whole other level. Right? They in more into the person than the person is into them. They more into the person than they are their children. They more into the person than they are what it is that's, you know, that has to do with their purpose, right? That's where we go into being whole, separate, and unique. Because as long as you are in tune with what you came here to do, whether you know it or not, whether you feel as though this is your end all be all with your career or what have you, you still need to remain focused, right? You want to still be in a space where you have your own life going on. It's interdependent, not codependent relationships. Because that can be so much of cause a lot of havoc for our beautiful people. Hey, Ali. Emperor. You must just made that page. Emperor said, I just asked somebody today, what do they have planned? Thank you, Willow. I forgot people responded to stuff way at the beginning. Good evening. It is amazing, but that just shows you how strong here's the thing. This is when it comes to For My Man, it shows you how strong women are. But if they direct it in the wrong type of way, the strength can cause all types of chaos and turmoil and fuck up their entire life over a man. All right, let's do these one cards for these signs, Chad. Because y'all just talking. Make sure you go over on Instagram and check out those videos as well. My bookings are open. I forgot to tell y'all that. My bookings are open. They're going to be open for the rest of the month because y'all going to be having a lot going on. I already see it. So as long as I'm staying balanced, I'll be able to help. All right. So let's get a card for Taurus. Taurus is number 1. Charlisa, Alice, Smiley, Sheeta. We on Taurus. Taurus is number 1. What do you have here for my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to figure out at this time? Taurus, they want you to surrender to joy, let go, and let God, basically. It says a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So let's get into whatever the story could be really, really quick. What is this surrender to joy? Maybe you are holding on too tightly to something here when it comes to how you want something to go. Maybe there is something that you have some type of shift that is going on in your life that has to do with you releasing control of something, right? You may have had some type of argument or dispute, Taurus, all right, that has to do with maybe because of this argument, you'll know, okay, maybe because of this argument or this dispute that you may have had recently with someone, a misunderstanding that you may have had, you may be having some issues going to the restroom doing the number 2, all right? So you need to bring more movement, more action into your life, right? You know, bulls like to do stuff, okay? Bulls, go do, you know, what you do best, okay? Go enjoy yourself. Go bake a cake or something, all right? And hand out pieces of the cake to random people. And when you hand it to them, tell them, you know, this is for all of the sweetness that you could ever, you know, want to endure in your life. May blessings be poured upon you. So that way you'll bring in more love and peace and happiness and joy, because the joy and the smiles on their face going to really put you in a whole other space. Hello. All right, let's see what's going on. What's this surrender to joy, honey? The 10 of Swords. It's over. It's done. It's a cycle that's overdone. It's a wrap. Time to let something go here. This may even be any type of mental confusion, right? It may even be that you are around people who are so dramatic, right? And they thieves. People who come to steal joy, happiness, prosperity. People who come to steal anything that would have you just on the good foot. It's over for you and them or whoever this is. But overall, there's a way of thinking, doing, speaking, or what have you that is a wrap for you. So Taurus, surrender to joy. All right. Taurus needs to surrender to joy. If you are a Taurus and you know it, all right, and you are going to surrender to joy, go ahead and put the praying hands, all right, and a smiley face, a happy face, all right? Surrender to the happy face. Thank you. All right. Now then, Pisces. We just doing one card on here because I do indie reads on Patreon, but as well, I done did so much talking here today. So I'm like, we're going to do this one card and keep it pushing. All right. What do you have for my beautiful Pisceans, please? Surrender to non-action. It's a time to take a pause for reflection, recharge here. It says, now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. All right. So this is about, you know, not even giving too much attention, not, you know, relaxing in your feminine energy possibly. But overall, with this surrender to non-action, this has a lot to do with you being who you are. And like, don't try to force yourself to make something happen, right, with someone. It feels like a person in particular. Allow them to come to you. Try not to be in a space where you are trying to force people to tell you something, force people to do something, force people, whatever this is, right? This is a time for you to relax, because in the energy even that we are in, some of the people that may be coming towards you may not mean you no good, no way. All right, so let's get a clarifying card and move forward. What is this? Clarify this surrender to non-action. The moon. All right. Follow your intuitive, like you're going to get a lot of intuitive nudges, a lot of epiphanies that come through with this moon card. But this also has that it's time for you to just take some time out to recharge with that moon energy. Some of you may be strongly connected to water. Of course, you're a Pisces, but I'm unsure, honey. But this may have to do with balancing that feminine energy overall. Here with this moon card, there may be something connected with the mother that this has something to do with. So be mindful of whatever it is that you are doing in this space, because you may have a lot of things that are coming to you in dreams. A lot of the answers that you need are coming to you in dreams. So keep a notepad near. All right. That's Pisces. So Pisces, drop a moon down below, all right? And your favorite go-to when you are retreating and recharging. So drop a moon down below, as well as your favorite go-to. May it be a book, a temple, whatever it is. 2 emojis. All right. All right. So now let's do Sagittarius, honey. What do you have for my beautiful Sagittarians? We need 1 card. Thank you. Surrender to effortlessness, Sagittarius, all right? They want you to relax here. Relax in the moment. Enjoy the moment. Hey, Marlo, relax in the moment. Do what is necessary. They say stop pushing so hard here. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Go with the flow, don't try to force the river. Go with the flow, don't try to force the river. Cause the river is flowing. The river is flowing. Wet. All right. This has a lot of solar plexus energy. A lot of you are being washed over with a lot of light. All right. So Sagittarius, placements or what have you, or y'all dealing with a Sagittarius or whatnot. Sagittarians are getting a lot of insight, right? This may have to do with the Philosopher's Stone. Hello. But there's a lot of light coming into you. Some of you are being cleansed from the sacral to the rootum to the tutum. All right. There's a washing over. Protect your stability, your security, whatever that means to you. What do you have here for Sagittarius at this time? Queen of Pentacles, that's your stability. When it comes to balancing your home and work life, when it comes to, make sure y'all go vote on the community tab. I have a thing up there about what y'all want to learn, because apparently when I teach stuff, y'all don't be wanting to learn. Okay, so let me just see what y'all want to learn. So go over there and vote. Thank you. But the Queen of Pentacles is here. And this is about you moving into a space where you're doing things with gentleness, ease, and grace. When it comes to your home and work life, because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who balances those out. She's mastered that. But they need for you to get back into that space where you are mastering those environments. So there may be something here that you are working on, paying more attention to than need be. Allow it to come to you, right? Because they are cleansing you and there's a washing over. A lot of the things that, you may be needing to delegate certain things so that you will be able to continue the way that you need to on your journey. So you may need to be asking for help when it comes to certain things. Maybe you need somebody to wash the dishes and do the chores or what have you, because it may be a little too much for you right now. They really need you to relax, Sagittarius. All right. Gemini. So Sagittarius, if you feel in the flow, just drop water down below, a wave of water, all right? And the hands like this, because you are releasing it. You're just going to go with the flow. You're releasing it. Hello. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Gemini. What information do you have for my beautiful Geminis, please? And thank you. Surrender frustration, Gemini. All right. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath. Center yourself and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly, Gemini. All right. All right. So whatever it is that happened that had you taken aback, like a number of things may have been working out, and then all of a sudden you hit got stuck between a rock and a hard place, Gemini. So it's important for you to remember to just let that frustration go. Don't allow this, just because you got to remember, right? When you ask somebody to do something, they're going to either say yes or no. Fuck a maybe. Okay? Don't take a maybe. It's either yes or no, or I'll get back with you with a yes or a no, right? That way you won't be frustrated. But also remembering that, the tide rolls in and the tide rolls out. You just got to ride the wave like Sagittarius, right? Ride the wave. Whatever this is that may be frustrating you at this time has a lot to do with, I don't know, man. I just heard something about maybe some of you have been off work or out of work for a while, or maybe there's some type of frustration or a block when it comes to communication. Maybe someone that you were communicating with, talking to here, because of the way she hold it, like she clutching her pearls. Okay, like what, bitch? What is this surrender frustration? Five of Cups. Disappointment, dissatisfaction, wishing that things would have went a different type of way here. That, you know, this is hair pulling energy, right? That Five of Cups. So instead of being frustrated, she do look frustrated, don't it? Like, girl, you got that cute little flower in your hair. Fix your hair. What are you even doing? All right. It's like you came to a space like it's just this is just it, right? You may have taken some type of investment, or maybe you had said yes to something that because you were trying to figure out which way to go, right? Because the Four of Cups precedes is five. So maybe you decided to make a choice or do something or answer a message or receive something or give something. It's something like it's a give and a receive. And it's just frustrating you. So the best thing for you to do is relax, relate, and release. Do your audit, right? Weigh the pros and cons of what has happened. What can you learn from that? What will you not do again? And that way you will be able to release it and remove any type of tormenting energy. Thank you, Gemini. All right, let's get into Virgo. Gemini, if you are relating to that and you're going to release the frustration, drop the frustrated, mad face, and then drop a happy face. That means that you are moving from one to the other. Make up your mind, because I know it's two of y'all. Hello, really 12. All right. What do you have for my beautiful Virgos, please? And thank you. Make sure that y'all like the video, please. What do you have for my beautiful Virgos? Surrender to your full power. Stop playing it small, Virgo. It's time for you to step up and be the woman or the man that you came here to be. Many of you may be in a space where you are deciding to step more fully into something, right? Maybe you just recently graduated college, or you just recently took up something that is going to, maybe you spiritually graduated or something like that. But whatever it is, it's time for you to step more fully into who you are. Stop being scared and shit. Go on, Virgo, and do it. Stop overanalyzing. That's probably what it is. Virgo's probably over there overanalyzing and like, no, I'm going to wait to this date and this. And they already been pushing you, nudging you like it's time to stand up now, not tomorrow. Thank you. What is this surrender to your full power for Virgo, honey? The Knight of Wands, go for it. You already know what your intentions are and what it is, the mission that you are on, the vision that is there. They want you to go for it with that Knight of Wands. Also, make sure that you are grounded, because the Knight of Wands can get burn out real quick when they try to do stuff. It's like, oh, this will be fun doing this, that, and the other. And it's like, no. Make sure that you breathe. Make sure you take your logic with you. But there's something that you are very passionate about and they want you to go for it, right? Just go. Just do it. Let me get one more card with this Knight of Wands, because that Knight of Wands energy can be that player energy. Some of y'all probably finna step up y'all playing game and then no. All right, you're going to hurt yourself. Let me see. What is this Knight of Wands for Virgo, Cham? Making a decision. All right, so go ahead and make the decision. This is progress. So maybe that's how you are progressing with that fire in your belly. Maybe you have strong fire placements as well. But overall, it's like you know what you need to do and how you need to do it. You got the information that you need to do what it is that you came to do in this space. Go for it. They like, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Seeing it from Scary Movie. All right, so Virgo, if that is you, go ahead and drop a lion down below, because you got to stand in your power. Stop playing the smile. Shit. The fuck. All right, Leo right after that, so that makes sense. All right. What do you have for my beautiful Leos, please? Where is my lip gloss? Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. All right, so surrender your need to always be right. This has something to do with you and your significant other or someone in close proximity to you overall. You may want to hear them out, right? Everyone has their truth in certain things, right? Like we say, right? You don't want to push your beliefs or the way that this is this. Like, no, let's have a conversation. Let's go back and forth, right? So maybe this is a change in communication, the way that you communicate with your significant other. But it's like, whatever this has to do with, someone may, you know, and you got to remember too, because I remember one of the astrologers, I was talking about it on Instagram. I think it's a Vedic astrologer that was saying that at this time right now, people are going to be doing a lot of sympathy. Well, he didn't say sympathy magic, but he was like a lot of using emotions and shit like that to manipulate. I mean, duh. Don't y'all see that shit out here? Like, it is insane, right? People are making a lot of decisions based on their emotions, but they're also, this is the time where, maybe someone that you are close to is trying to get you to believe something based on the conditions of the relationship, but trying to get you, pushing you to see something some type of way, but maybe how it should be viewed, but they want you to pull back though and let it be what it is, because at the end of the day, you don't know if someone is really trying to get you caught up in your mind and overthinking something, or how you're going to respond the next time and all that. Why? That ain't worth it. Right? Let it be what it is, and weigh how it affects you and this relationship, or how it affects you and this person. But overall, how does it affect the relationship you have with yourself? What is this surrender? You need to always be right. Six of Swords. Let that shit go. Move on to calmer waters. Get the mental clarity that you need. And say sayonara. Dande muchacho. Okay? Because like any type of confusion, arguments, you don't want to be in a space where y'all just keep going back and forth, back and forth. We are in a fucked up energy right now. So with us being in this energy, and I think that how things are going at this time is going to be reflective of 6 months from now, something like that, one of the astrologers said. And it's like, make up your mind. All right. So some of you may be in this space where you are moving forward. You are moving into calmer waters, but this is clarity. This is going through some type of rite of passage. If you let this go, you'll see how it can grow. All right. That's neither here nor there. Leos, if you're down with the get down, drop a sword down below to say that you're going to go ahead and move forward with this new information that you possibly have received, going through the motions with this person, weighing the pros and cons, or even going back and forth about certain things. Because sometimes people go back and forth about things that are connected to other things. And that's where the frustration comes in relationships too, because it's like, you try to, like, people sometimes are in competition with who right and who wrong. Can I win this time? Can you let me make it this time? It's just a lot. So sometimes it's connected to other things. And there's a lot of built up tension in relationships that really needs to be resolved ASAP. Okay. I believe in couples therapy. I believe in couples counseling. I also believe in spiritual extractions for couples. Thank you. All right. So let's see here, honey. Aquarius. What information do you have for my beautiful Aquarians, please, and thank you? Surrender outdated beliefs of yourself, Aquarius. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in life. All right, so whatever this has to do with... okay, so this looks like the bottom of somebody's legs breaking open. You know how... it's in one of these decks, what I'm seeing, kind of. That oppression thing. It's like a cycle is over, or the new you is emerging. It looked like this coming up out somebody's legs. This over here. Y'all see that? That's what it looks like. Seeing all of the veins, but a lot of energy running through the veins in the legs, which looks like the root chakra, but also looks like something being broken up and torn apart in the root overall, breaking generational, like this may be karmic board clearing, and it's time for you to move forward in a way that will allow for you to, bring in this new zest for life, this new power, this new, whatever it is that you've been initiated into. It's time for you to allow it to be what it is, and just, ask for guidance as you continue on your path. You know what I mean? Because whoever this is, it has a lot to do with you being able, this is lightening the load. So go back to the beginning of the video when I said, think light, speak light, right? Be light as a feather. That's what it has to do with. Because something is there's a new you emerging. Let me see, honey. What is this surrender outdated beliefs of yourself? Two of Wands. It's time. You may be at a crossroads in your life right here. You may have information. You may feel like, oh, I'm too young for this. Oh, I'm not well versed in this. Oh, I don't know how I should handle this. That's why you ask for guidance. Always seek wise counsel from the shoulders and up, because that's how we coming. So always seek wise counsel, because you got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Some of you may have an offer on the table that you feel like you're not good enough. You're not, bitch, I need you to get in the mirror and affirm who you are. Who are you right now? Talk to yourself until the words change. Talk to yourself until you begin to feel it in your belly. Talk to yourself in such a way that your affirmations change in one day. Because it's time to affirm something new, because there's a new you emerging. Don't piss me off. I need y'all to get out here and be as great as you came to be. All right, Aries. Yeah, Aquarius, if you are feeling that, drop a mirror down below. That means that you are ready to look at who you are right now. You are ready to look at who you are becoming. You are ready to step more fully into the magic of what it is. Hello. Drop a mirror. All right. Aries, please and thank you. Surrender to the habit of people pleasing, Aries. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Hello. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everybody happy. You better. Okay. This has crown chakra energy, so some of you may not even be paying attention to what is coming in to you when it comes to using your discernment when dealing with people who are in close proximity to you here. I feel as though you have a lot to offer. Some of you have been doing a lot of self-love work because I see that in her flowers. Self-love is going to help take you a long way, Aries, okay, and company. But overall, you need to speak to people and tell them what it is that you need, right? Because oftentimes, you may come into a space where you regret even being around certain people. You regret having certain people around you or being in certain situations. And it's mostly because people probably think you got it all figured out. People may think that you don't need no help. You ain't say thing. Okay. Bitch, I'm begging. Oops. Okay. What is the surrender, the habit of people pleasing? Because I feel like, Aries, y'all probably there for so many people, but when you going to let somebody be there for you? Okay. What is this surrender, the habit of people pleasing, honey? Page of Cups. Emotional offer. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, okay? I don't know what card that is, but go ahead and make a romantic gesture. It's like water what needs to be watered and allow yourself to be watered. I'm trying to figure it out, bitch. This is a plant. Okay, this is a tree. Oh, okay. So allow yourself to be watered, right? Allow people to dote on you. Allow people to help you. Allow people to love up on you. Allow people to, you know, some of you may be in a space where it's time for you to allow someone in, right? So maybe you are expressing something to someone and you really, you know, your child, your inner child, or maybe this has to do with a child. Maybe you need help with a child, but your inner child may be in a space where it needs this type of affection and it's been, you know, or this adoration, or your inner child may need for you to speak up, because maybe that is something that some inner child work that you need to do when it comes to really speaking your truth and speaking, you know, because you may have been grown most of your life, Aries. You probably been grown since you was 7. I think Aries be grown when they get hurt, but they just, you know, they be born grown, okay? But this is about you taking action when it comes to watering yourself by allowing other people in and showing them how to water you. All right? Because Aries really are strong people. Oh, no, I got it. Oh, no, I got it. Oh, no, I got it. Aries, need to stay down. So if you are the Aries and you know it, drop a cup of water, a cup of something with some water in it, because you are going to allow yourself to be watered. You can drop a tree and some water, a flower and some water, something and some water. All right? Capricorn. What do you have for Capricorn? Moderators, make sure y'all on y'all shit. All right. Use your discernment. All right. What do you have for Capricorn? Surrender the drama, Capricorn. Okay. All right. So wolves in sheep clothing, Capricorn. You may have some wolves in sheep clothing around you. And the thing is, you may have got pulled in some drama. Hold on, y'all. Capricorn may have gotten pulled in some drama by people that they thought were had their best interest at heart. Don't you hate it when it happens? But it had to happen. It says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly, Capricorn. All right. So I feel like some of you are around people who are wolves in sheep's clothing. You kind of already had the indication of like, I don't know, this motherfucker kind of rubbed me the wrong way, right? And then they just continue to rub you the wrong way. Somebody's really trying to start some stuff with y'all. Somebody's really trying to get up under y'all skin or whatever this is, but they want you to take the high road. Okay, maybe this is a change in the way that you respond to certain things, because sometimes it can't take a lot for a Capricorn to really act up, and I don't think y'all be wanting them seagulls to act up. I don't think you really want that party drama. Cause them is some emoting motherfuckers. And I'm not gonna be arguing with nobody that be emoting like that. Capricorns can be very dangerous people. Okay. So whoever this is, don't give them that power. When I was in the shower, it was something came up about it take two hands to clap, right? So if somebody coming in waving their hand and all this right here and trying to start shit with you, whatever, you know, metaphorically waving their hand at you, trying to start stuff and trying to be seen off your back, trying to be disrespectful and trying to prove some kind of point, let them talk. They need an audience. If you going there waving your hand too, eventually y'all gonna be clapping. I mean, y'all gonna be going back and forth, and you gonna miss out on your vision, your mission, and what you came here to do, how you came to, because you allowed yourself to get involved with some violence or some type of distraction, right? Somebody wants your attention so bad that they trying to get you in your emotions. Somebody wants your attention so bad that they trying to prove that you are not who you are. Somebody wants your attention so bad they trying to stop you in your tracks. They don't want you to possibly sell anymore or something like that. It's something like that. Somebody really, like, I wouldn't feed it. If I was you, I would not feed that shit. Because then it's just going to be like, then you're going to be in a space where you're going to be going and what the motherfucker say now. Like, fuck what the motherfucker said. Okay? A lie don't give a damn who tell it. So I wouldn't worry about it. Thank you. All right. Libras. What do you have for Libras, honey? Oh, Capricorn, if you made it that far, right, you and your company, if you are not going to do any type of arguing with no sheep, just drop a sheep down below. Drop a sheep and then drop a line. You're going to be the line. Because it's like, I'm not getting up for that unless I'm about to eat that. Okay? You already know the damage that you can do to a sheep, so why would you get up like that? Oh, I'm trying to figure it out. All right, surrender to your soul's path, Libra. All right. Solar plexus and heart chakra energy. Maybe you need to get outside more. All right. This is your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment, Libra. All right. So surrender to your soul's path. This has a lot to do. Okay. So I'm getting fairies with this surrender to your soul's path. But also, there's some type of clarity coming through. They are opening up some type of gate, some type of information that is coming through for you. And they want you to stop trying to force what your soul's path is and figure out, you know, connect and figure out what's going on in this moment, right? So some of you may have to go into some deep meditative states. Maybe got to go up in the attic for a little bit. Capricorn need to go in the cellar for a minute because I don't want them arguing and fighting with nobody because Capricorns can be very dangerous. But Libra, y'all may need to go up in the attic for a little while to, you know, get more in tune with where you are on your journey so that you, because there may be some missteps that may be occurring in the near future, whatever that means. But let's see here. They said embrace every lesson and every moment. So, of course, we don't take note. Like, a lot of times people be like, oh, you lost, oh, you lose, oh, blah, 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 blah. The only L's we take are the learning L's. We learn from our mistakes and we, you know, continue to move and groove on a daily basis to be great. Okay. So what is this surrender to your soul's path, honey? The Lovers. Maybe it's meant for you to be with somebody, be around your family, friends, people of mutual interest and benefit. But overall, it's time to make a choice. Pulling yourself together, facing the duality in a certain situation and making shit happen, basically. So whatever the choice is that you need to make, it has a lot to do with your soul's path, your soul's journey, connecting with people, connecting with others. There go that cleansing again, going up in the attic. Okay, my broom. All right, my favorite broom. But that has a lot to do with a clean slate when it comes to how you are moving forward, making certain choices that are in alignment, choosing higher levels of communication, higher levels of connections, higher levels of involvement in certain things in your process. All right, so that's Libra. Libra, if you are here and there, drop two people because it's like a woman and a man and a woman, two men. I don't care what it is, but two people. Because this has a lot to do with you pulling in that masculine and feminine energy and balancing that out so that you can surrender to your soul's path. But overall, it has a lot to do with you making connections and connecting with people who are meeting you where you are. All right? Or going into meditative states so that you can, you know, ask that happens, right? Because the hand is quicker than the eye out here in these streets these days. It's some slick shit be going on outside. Chad. All right, that was Libra. All right, let's get into Cancer and then Scorpio, and we did good, okay? What do you have for my beautiful Cancerians? Surrender outdated beliefs of yourself here. It's time to step more fully into who you are, basically. But overall, I think this has something to do with your sacral chakra, because my eyes were first drawn to the tops of these trees. So this has to do with your the involvement of sensuality, right? Not necessarily sexuality. Maybe you're in your creator energy, and it's time for you to really, you know, what you used to be able to create is something bigger coming now. The way that you used to do things is something bigger coming now. The way that you view things is something bigger coming now. So be open to downloads that may be coming in. Be open to communicating with different beings at this time, Cancer. Okay. Owning your own power, reclaiming your power is going to be very important for you. I'm talking about on a daily basis all throughout the day, because this some wild shit be going on outside. So reclaiming your power and standing more fully in your power and owning your power and not allowing anyone to try to sprinkle a little bullshit dust on your power. Okay. What is this surrender outdated beliefs for Cancers, honey? The Eight of Coins, work on it daily. It's something that you are working on. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're a painter. Maybe you are a musician. Whatever it is that you do on a daily basis that you have really been focusing on, it's time for you to, you know, broaden that step, honey. Okay. Your hips may be a little wider right now because you're working on getting pregnant. Some of you may not even think that you can get pregnant or even want to get pregnant, and your body starts to develop in a way that it's time for you to get pregnant. Real quick, story time. Right? My hips left. They went somewhere. My hips left after my childbearing years. I got hips early in life. People try to make me feel bad about having hips. My hips came in early and they left just as fast. If I gain weight, they'll come back a little bit, but not like how they were when it was time for me to give birth, even though I gave birth early. But that's what I'm saying. Some of you may go through that as well. And I had forgot all about that. I never put that two and two together with that. But some of you may be in a space where you are about to prepare for having a child. And your body, like all of a sudden you're getting full hair. You are preparing. Your body is preparing for some type of child to be born. And that's amazing to me because, you know, there are different types of children and different things that affect us in different ways when we are either in preparation for pregnancy, during pregnancy, or even after pregnancy. It's something about the children that we are birthing that, y'all need to stop all that talking. Let's be talking, Chad. All right, let's get into Scorpio. Cancerians and company, if you relate to that, please drop a pregnant woman down below. Even if you are not pregnant with getting pregnant with a child, you are pregnant with ideas. There is something new coming in that you need to really own your power about, standing your truth about, stand on your 10 about, stand up for yourself, up in it. Okay, standing up in it. That's how somebody getting pregnant, all right? Last but not least, my beautiful Scorpios, y'all moon just hit us so hard, honey. Y'all got people going through all types of things out here. That's why I was called to do this live here today. Don't forget, my bookings are open, all right? Whew, Chad. I don't know what everybody going through because I think it's hitting everybody different, but you know, you still have to remember to hold a space for other people, right? If you're not going through anything, you want to be a lighthouse and shed light on certain situations, show people the way just by being who you are and really going into that space where this may be important for us to begin again with meditating with that. I'm talking about earth. Hug the trees. Hug a tree. Hug the moon. But meditating and sitting with the earth, especially for those of you who are environmentalists, humanitarians, philanthropists, whoever you are that have a strong connection to helping people, it's just in you. You can't help it, right? Everywhere that you go, you are looking how you can be of service. So many of you who sit in that type of light, I need for y'all to really, you know, stand in the gap for a lot of people. You can start with your zip code, your area code. I don't know, just a code, okay? All right, so Scorpio, let's get into my buttes. What you got for my beautiful Scorpios, honey? We did good. Okay, I'm proud of us. Surrender to your full power, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. I know they feeling this moon. I bet it's all just love and war, bitch. I don't know, baby, because something came to the Scorpios right here to surrender to their full power. Something may have been said to you. You knew something. It's been about probably a year, maybe 6 months to a year, Scorpio. with this surrender to your full power. It says again, because I forgot who had it at first, but it says again, your life is calling for you to step more fully into your power rather than playing it small. Excuse me. Something may have come to you in the last 6 months to a year, baby. And they gave you time. They gave you a lot of time. So, okay, come on. Now they about to push you out there. Now they're about to push you to the point where you ain't got no choice. It's the equivalent of when you were younger. I don't know if any of y'all experienced this, but when you were younger, somebody tell you to do something that you like, jump in the pool. Like, I'm not jumping in that pool. And it's like, if you jump in that pool, I'm going to push you in that pool. Bitch, you going to jump in there or you going to get pushed. Okay? I done got pushed before, so I understand how it go. I don't recommend none of y'all get pushed into whatever this is they are calling you into. They want you to go ahead and do it. It's also about speaking your truth. I feel there's something that needs to be said. Like, y'all may have had a throat chakra activation over the last couple of weeks, right? Or maybe the last few months. I don't know. I know I went through mine, and baby, that's why I didn't call no more. Like, I am not gonna do no more coughing now. Going on, bitch. Okay, I'm cleared out now. Hold on, got a voice activation, but something is coming through that you got to speak your truth about. Here, they're saying that you have all the tools ready for war. So why are you standing back? Why are you holding back? Why are you not? You prepared for this, but now you are still afraid. Why are you afraid, honey? What is this full power for my beautiful Scorpios, honey? The Knight of Swords wanted to come out. So that's about speaking the truth as well. You got to speak up for yourself or something here. This may even be in court where you have to be a witness. You may have been scared to be a witness as well. That came to me here. All right. What do you have for Scorpio? Nine of Swords. You tripping out. I need you to calm down. There may be some type of anxiety. There may be some type of stress or unwanted thoughts. These thoughts are unwarranted. This Nine of Swords. With this Nine of Swords, I feel as though there's a decision that you need to make, but you're caught up in between what decision to make about what, because you keep weighing the pros and cons and you keep over analyzing whatever this is. This is connected to the grandmother possibly, but overall, this has a lot to do with a horse bit. A horse bit. Thank you, Rebel Tarot. A horse bit. They say you have to use your discernment and choose what sword you are going to use to speak this truth. How are you going to speak this truth? It just probably needs to come on out. Let me get one more card for y'all. Because this is anxiety, stress, worry, grief, rehashing old thoughts that don't even make no fucking sense. So, hold on. What is this Nine of Swords? There it is. I really feel like Scorpio is really connected to that moon. A lot of the Scorpios, whether they want to admit it or not, I don't know. But that moon energy is telling you what you need to do. And maybe that influx of energy that came through is like now or never. Like you got pushed out on stage, the curtains closed like this, and somebody like, go on out there. And like, I ain't going out there. And your ass got pushed through the curtains. Right there. The moon is shining down on you. Ten of Cups and the Six of Swords. This has to do with your commitment. This has to do with your happiness. This has to do with moving on past any type of fucked up thoughts or feelings that you may be having. Okay? This has a lot to do with just you standing on what it is. Some of y'all are counting the days on a calendar, and y'all need to be counting the days of how long it's going to take for you to stand in your full power. Like, how much longer do you think you have? Because if you don't say something, if you don't speak up in the right time, or if you don't do this at the right time, then you're going to go back into a cycle, and you don't want to do that, right? Oftentimes, when it comes to windows of opportunity, people are like, oh, I missed that window of opportunity. Well, how did you miss it? Why did you miss it, right? Delayed but not denied. So you will be fine, but I'm just saying, drop a moon down below if you're feeling how this go for my Scorpios. A sword and a moon for the Scorpios. All right, y'all, we made it through all 12 signs. A little this and a little that. Did good, because I don't know how much battery I got, honey. I don't know, honey. I appreciate all of y'all in attendance today. I appreciate the moderators so much. You have no idea, okay? I appreciate. Please make sure that y'all like the video. Thank you for the super chat as well. And real quick, anybody else who did super chats while I hadn't been paying attention, I think somebody named Tony did a super chat, I think, on Tuesday. I am so behind, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to get all that together. It's just a lot having to run all these different, stuff going on, but they working with me. But I appreciate the super chats, the super thanks that help with the channel because, of course, many of you already know the vibes, right? These people been messing with my money, so whatever. The YouTube money, okay? As if I'm not doing what I came here to do, okay? Make it make sense. I'm going to do what I came here to do, bitch. If I got to go stand on the counter in big-ass socks and record from outside, okay? Remember that. I am ordained by God, not man. All right? All right, so I appreciate each and every one of you. Charlize, I'm about to go and look at your comment. Let me see if y'all missed anything that I need to block. Because we're going to be cleaning up this channel right here, baby. Because the House of Oshun is a community. And over the years, we have had so much fun. I was thinking about y'all earlier, and I was like, because I plan on coming on here yet tomorrow. I finna say yesterday. Yeah, I know my days. But I was thinking about y'all earlier, and I was like, it used to be a time. I remember the good times that we had, right? We didn't have a whole lot of interference, right? And I remember, you know, a lot of y'all really what keeps me going, and y'all know the vibes too, because I ain't never changed this part up at all. What keeps me going is knowing that y'all out here, you know, using the information the way that you need to, and you really working on yourself. And I understand it takes time. We all have different things that we are working on. We are all flawed in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? We are perfect imperfections in our own way. So that really keeps me going. But I was really thinking about how much I just love the House of Oshun community overall. You know, those people who are really here that, you know, these are real people doing real work out here. We have so many of y'all. Even when I did the thing about the hospice thing last week, you know, it just reminded me of so much, you know, that there's a lot of work. There's a lot of workers. There's a lot of housemates. There's a lot of lighthouses. There's a lot of people that are really out here doing the good work. And sometimes I do understand that, you know, some of y'all coming to a space where y'all feel like y'all are alone. And the House of Oshun was one of those spaces where you could be in your, you know, around some of the somewhat like-minded people. We all gather, right? And it's a reminder we're not alone. It's just that we work, and where we are in the physical sense, we are alone, right? But we still have our angel spirits, our guides, our ancestors, or what have you. So I was really, you know, in that space of just remembering all the beautiful people that, you know, have connected here. And I just want y'all to know I'm grateful for y'all. Thank you. I can't see some of this stuff, y'all. I don't understand why I can't. Thank you, whoever that was. I'm so sorry. I can't see some of the stuff. But I really I love y'all. I love y'all. All right? I love y'all. And I really appreciate each and every one of you that's really out here doing the work, doing the right things for the right reasons, man. Don't we have enough bullshit going on outside? Don't we have enough of so many things trying to tear us apart and have us so individualized? It's like pulling people apart and putting them in a space of as an individual, but more so in a space where there's more, it's easier to control them if you control what it is that you put in their face or what it is that you show them and what it is that you are saying to them. No, you got to remember who the fuck you are. You got to remember whose you are. You got to remember why you are where you are. And if you have any questions, you go to wise counsel from the shoulders up, bitch, because that's how we coming. So I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Thank you, Sheeta. Thank you, Charlisa. Who else came in here? Ali. All right. I didn't go back to check the whatchamacallit because you go on my website, the book of reading. Click book Lulu. If you have any issues, just chat me on the website. But overall, all right, I love y'all, man. And I need y'all to be, you know, y'all not in this house for nothing. I am a strong believer in that. And I do hold y'all to a higher standard. Hey, what can I say? Okay. So, you know, even though you come over here to see what Anthony doing or whatever, you still got information that you can take back out to things that you can add to your Ashe toolbox. All right. Make sure that y'all go vote on the community tab because I'm not going to close that voting poll until Monday. So I can really get, because I know everybody not getting notifications. You know, everybody don't want to be involved. Your ass is involved. If you're over here getting something for free, that's what I'm asking as a fee. Hello. Come on, somebody. Make sure that y'all follow me over on Instagram as well, because it's a lot of game being given on them little jobbers. All right. Oh, and I've been releasing old videos here and there as well, real quick. I just be having a lot to say and going on, don't I? But I've been releasing a lot of older videos so that y'all can, you know, view those as well, because it was a lot of game that came up and through that thing. The problem with, I didn't know back then that making videos private, when you put them back on the page, all of your comments from the videos, because y'all used to really be like, if y'all just a community, bro. So it's like, there were a lot of beautiful comments from over the years, you know what I'm saying? And it's one video in particular that I dropped that I need the comments, because it had to do with the parts of the house and what y'all learned from the different parts of the house, the attic, the cellar, some of y'all had to go to the cabin for the dark night of the soul. Like, YouTube. All right, I'm finna go for real. All right, so I'm gonna eat my trail mix. All right, and relax. All right, as I planned to do in the first place. But I was called to duty, so I'm here. All right, I love y'all. And thank you all again for the super chats. If I didn't see it, I only saw one of them, but another one came up that I didn't really get to see. All right. So I appreciate you all. And we're going to be outside next week. So I don't know if I'm going to be on YouTube or Instagram. I don't know. I'm just doing what I'm told to do and just going with it. So fuck with me. All right. Bye.